Good evening again. How you doing? I guess y'all thought I was gonna miss this one, but I wasn't gonna miss it because I got to do some talk. Okay, now, like I always say, those of you that don't like what I talk about, just move on because I'm gonna say what I got to say. I don't give a damn who toes I step on. I want to talk about Joel Osteen and Kanye West and Lakewood Church. I want to bring something to y'all attention. Lakewood Church have a lot of members, and a lot of people that's entwined with Lakewood. They're gonna be mad about what I said, and I really don't care at this point, cause if you not Joe now Joel Osteen's father founded that church, and it was on the north side of Houston, off of East Mount Houston Road. When his father was preaching, his father was more of a preacher to me, cause his father didn't talk about the same thing every week. If you can go back and replay a lot of the church services at Lakewood Church, and you hear this repetitive lecturing, which I call it motivational speaking, every week. He just rewords it and try to change it around so you can't catch on. But if you really observing person like he say the same thing every week. That's why I got bored of watching. I got tired of watching it, and things that have went on that I've seen that's associated with Lakewood Church. Y'all might not have seen it because it was so hidden. But I used to be out a lot, and I used to be everywhere in Houston. Uh, you know, and I seen some stuff. Let's put it like that. Uh, I want to get down to the nitty gritty with him and Kanye West and about Hurricane Harvey and about the Lakewood Church. And I want to take you back to the history of Lakewood, the history of the Lakewood Church, which now used to be the Summit. Uh, the Summit was built. They started construction on the Summit in, I want to say, February, no, March of 1976. I might be a little off. And they opened it October the 31st, Halloween night 1976. That was one of the first concerts that was held in the Summit. It was called a Summit at that time. And the first concert they had there was Bootsy's Rubber Band, Parliament Funkadelic, Millie Jackson, The Spinners, and Brass Construction. I was approximately at that time, I might have been about 15, 14 or 15 years old. That was the first concert they had there, because before they built the Summit, all the concerts were either at Hofheinz Pavilion or the Sam Houston Coliseum or the Music Hall. Uh, and if you want to see acts on the Chitlin circuit, they had the Continental Showcase over there on Scott, right here, right behind Yates. Um, if you know your history. And they used to have a few concerts at Jefferson Stadium, U of H, back in the 70s, during that time. Now, I went to a bunch of parties in the Summit. I can damn near tell you every concert that I went to. And when it changed over to the Compact Center, all the concerts that I went to, that were memorable concerts, like when Prince uh, did the Controversy tour here in 1981, uh, um, the 1999 tour, which was December the 29th, 1982, with the Time and Vanity Six. It was a sold out show. Then he came back in '84. He did the 4 nights on the Purple Rain tour. I've seen the Isley Brothers countless times in the Compact Center Summit. Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. I'm gonna take you way back to one of the best concerts that I went to in the Summit, and that was Patti LaBelle, Brick, Maze, and Enchantment. That was in 1978, March of 1978. Damn good concert. It was sold out also. And another sold out concert I went to, and it was a two-night affair. I didn't go the first night, but I went the second night. The Commodores, Maze and the Emotions in 1977. So I've been to some nice concerts. And then another blockbuster concert that they had there back in the 70s, Alton McClain and Destiny, Teddy Pendergrass, and Maze. And that was a knockout show there, man. That's when Teddy was at the height of his career in 1979. That was a bad concert, man. They used to have nice concerts compared to this garbage they do now. Well, I'm going to get off the concert track, and I'm just telling you a little bit of history of the Summit and the Compaq Center. Now, when they changed the Compaq Center into Lakewood Church, I have a lot of insight on that too, because one of my in-laws was doing the construction over there when they was putting the pillars in, and he opened it up, and I mean it was packed. It'd be more packed than it ever was at any one of those concerts, which I can understand. People want to get off into the religion thing, but what I'm talking about, what I really want to touch on is how he does Joel Osteen, how he does the repetitive speaking. And he's a good motivational speaker. I ain't gonna take that from him. But for as an evangelist, he gets. I guess he does his studies, and someone helps him with the Bible, and he gets the scriptures. You know, somebody that, you know, if you're gonna preach, man, preach. Everybody gets stuck on Genesis and Psalms, you know. Psalms 21 and Genesis. That's all you hear about. They don't talk too much on Revelation, Acts, and they got a whole lot of things that went on in the Bible to just be stuck on Genesis and Psalms 21. You very seldom hear anybody preaching out of the book of Matthew. You know, and if it's same and if it's repetitive, my thing is with me, I'm trying to change my life, so I want to master the Bible. I don't just want to get stuck on one chapter, one page. I want to master it. And it's a hard book to master because it's too much information to retain. So you have to study it and keep studying it and remember it. You know, you got these people, these Christians, for say, they think they're better than everybody. Think they come off the top of their head with the scripture. Yeah, you might have that scripture embedded, but baby, you don't know that Bible backwards and forward. Because if you do, call me, and I want you to start where it begins, and I want you to start to the end. Now, if you can do that right off the top of your head, you're a bad sucker. I ain't got no qualms with you on that. But I do have issues with Lakewood Church. I got issues with Lakewood Church because you're selling religion. And the reason why I'm saying you're selling religion, when Hurricane Harvey hit, you wouldn't open the doors. Okay? And then you went on ahead and opened the doors after you got bad publicity. And didn't nobody black put the bad publicity on Joel Osteen. It's a white man bought it out. Okay? So, you see, that's what I'm talking about. It was a white man that brought it to everybody's attention. Okay. You, with this stuff about Kanye West, they selling tickets. You supposed to be faith-based. You supposed to be faith-based. You supposed to be all about Jesus. Why couldn't Kanye give a concert at Lakewood Church for free? Yeah, they gave away free tickets, but you still had to pay for the event. Why is that? If you're all about God and you're all about Jesus, Jesus said, "Come as you are." I ain't heard nothing about back in the Bible days about nobody selling no tickets. You understand? And his mouth, skin, and ear to ear. I seen him and Kanye on the news the other day. As long as there's some money involved, it's all right. Now, what if Kanye wanted to throw a free concert? I'm talking about free admission. So first come, first serve basis. I'm waiting to see that happen. I hope they see this post, because I'm putting it out there, man. And I had an argument with an individual. You talk to some people in Houston. Some of these, I don't know. I guess because of the way they was raised, to kiss white folks' ass or whatever. Whatever they think white folks, if it's white, it's right. Well, I wasn't raised like that, so I'm glad I wasn't. And think they're better than somebody. That's what killed me about a Christian. You ain't better than nobody else. You put your pants on just like everybody else. Your drawers get stanky and funky just like anybody else. You the same thing. And you got desires just like everybody else. And soon, man or woman, they put that thing in your face, you gonna get it. All this stuff about I'm celibate, I'm with the Lord. If somebody touch that thing, you gonna give it up. So I've been living long enough to know. And a lot of them get behind religion and hide behind religion and throw stones and still be sinning, still be lying, still be doing everything. God forgive you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Forgiveness is here for us to utilize. If you go by the scripture. So ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody gonna slip, backslide every now and then. But I'm talking about the ones that do it and then try to persecute others. You ain't no judge and you ain't no jury. You can't persecute nobody. And then you're sitting there, you're listening to a man when you listen to a preacher. And the scripture talks about that too. All he's doing is delivering a message. But it's still all about money. It all goes back to money. The root of all evil. Even in religion, even in the churches. If all churches, I'm talking about all, it would take the money and do what they were really supposed to do with it, we wouldn't have no problems. Pay your tithes, that's good. You're supposed to pay your tithes, according to the scripture. But for someone to pay your tithes and flaunt it in your face, to me, that's another subject, and you'll give with some religious people, Christian people, you'll get into all day argument behind that. So I ain't gonna even touch on that because I know what I believe in, and they can believe what they want to believe. I don't give a damn. Now, back to Joel Osteen and Kanye West. You selling religion, man. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care how you look at it. In the argument I had with the other person, like what I was finna touch on, Kanye don't need no money. All that money he got, you don't know what them people going through. Just the other, I was reading in Forbes where they were saying he was having some financial issues. Well, he ain't got to worry about no financial issues because Kim Kardashian got all that money. Kim Kardashian money is her money. And you best believe that. I bet they signed a secret prenup. They ain't gonna tell you. But I know goddamn well her mama ain't gonna allow her to dump all of her money on him. Because she the one dressed him up to go get them rich black men. See, her mama couldn't wait to get her black man, but she had been with that white boy so long, she knew he was a fag. When he was playing tennis way back then, she knew what was wrong with him. Don't now no man don't know what's wrong with him. Sooner or later, you gonna know what's wrong with him. You be around him long enough. You know something ain't right. And Kyle Jenner, the way he played tennis and the mannerism that he had, it wasn't no secret to me when he came out. But the motherfucker's rich. He got plenty of money. So the mama is slick. She sicked that old girl on Kanye, and then the baby one, she sicked him on Travis Scott, but Travis Scott fucked up because he let some shit get out that wasn't supposed to get out by him fucking around. You understand what I'm saying? Because they gonna hook his ass too. Well, they had already hooked him. So the mama is a real good teacher. Don't mess with no poor black one. Go get the rich one. And that's what they went did. Now Kanye, uh, you just put out a regular album, cursing, nasty video, and all of a sudden overnight you gonna convert to Jesus. Not saying that ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that it can't happen, but it can happen. But you gotta look at the dynamics of everything. He was having some financial issues, and people hollering about, no, he wasn't. Yeah, he was. Yes, he was. That's why he converted to the gospel side, because he found out if he link up with Joel Osteen in the gospel side, he can get more money real quick than he can putting out albums and waiting on the sales and stuff. Because he still had a lot of money. He wasn't broke. I wouldn't say he was in dire straits, but he was having some financial issues. So, and I wouldn't finna sit there and argue with nobody all day long about that, because the whole Lakewood church thing, the whole thing was spawned on money. It was behind money, and it was spawned on money. It was about money, and you can put it any way you want to, however you want to. And this man had done so much stuff here in the past couple of years that's not appropriate. I wouldn't say appropriate, but he did some crazy stuff. He done some crazy stuff. And another thing, somebody mentioned somebody. Oh, every time he do a YouTube post, he got on. I'm comfortable. I'm at home. I don't have to get on Facebook and show what kind of clothes I got in my closet and show everything I got. Some people is obsessed with that. Show their cars and their houses and all that shit. Don't nobody care what you got, man. Because what you got, the next man can get. I don't hate on nobody for nothing, But they get online. That's why they wonder why they have so many problems. They wonder why they have people trying to rob them and doing different shit to them because they know all your business. I only put so much shit on Facebook. I don't fuck with Instagram. I don't fuck with Twitter. I don't do that shit, man. That's social media shit, because they ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit. And it's for bipolar crazy motherfuckers, if you ask me. They just put time in that shit like that. I get on there every now and I get on there. But every time you go on there, they showcase some fashion, letting everybody know you got clothes. We all got clothes, shit. Cars and shit. That ain't nothing. And it really ain't yours. You just borrowed it while you here on earth. Because when your ass die, somebody else gonna get it. So just enjoy it while you're here. You don't own nothing. You don't own a goddamn thing. You might own it for a brief period of time, but you just borrowed it. Enough said on that. Back to the Lakewood Church. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I just don't. There's so much stuff that happened at Lakewood Church that they sweep up under the rug. They don't want you to know nothing. Like the pedophile that was working in the church around the kids. They hurry up and got that out the news and swept that up under the rug and paid some people out so they can put a hush cap on that. And then his wife on that stuff with that airline steward. The airline steward was crazy. Because if she'd have talked to me the way she did that airline steward, let me tell you something. Miss Osteen would have been knocked on her ass. She'd have got the shit whooped out of her. And him too. For that fact. Because she called a woman an expletive black nigga or whatever she called her. And they swept that shit up. Well, Joel Osteen's mother cleaned that shit up. Because she wouldn't fit to let the church have a bad image like that her husband built up. So she hurried up and cleaned that shit up. Joel and his wife, they got a lot of clout, but the mama run the show. The mama's the shot caller. So she cleaned that shit up real quick and got, and covered that up. Then I'm going to tell you about an incident that nobody don't know about, and the reason why I'm doing it, I'm putting it on YouTube because I ain't got to lie. One night, when I was calling myself selling drugs, calling myself trying to sell drugs, I had an abundance of powder, cocaine. And I wasn't making no money in the hood. because I wouldn't go into the strip club selling it because I thought it was too risky. So to get rid of the product that I had, I decided to go to Montrose. And over there on Richmond, I want to say Richmond and Montrose, between Richmond and Montrose and Richmond and Shepherd, where they had a adult bookstore right there. And that side street, it was real known for people, white people, prominent white people, to come through there late at night and purchase cocaine. And the drug of choice they wanted was powder. Every now and then they would come through there and buy crack, but crack dealer couldn't make no lot of money around that. If you were selling powder, you can make a lot of money around now, because that's what they was into. This one, a friend of mine turned me on to it. He said, "Hey man, you can go to Montrose right quick, man, and get rid of that shit, man. Go right quick. All you gotta do is park right down that corner and stand by that bus stop right there." He said, "They gonna come through, man. They coming through." So I said, "Okay." So I stood there. This one white boy he had top of the line BMW. He come through there. He damn bought everything I had, but I had a few packets left. Then he came back. His girlfriend came back and they cleaned me out. But when I sold out and I was getting ready to go back to the hood, I see this 2-seater BMW, the expensive motherfucker, that fast motherfucker, gray with a dark. It was gray with a dark brown top, but it had letters Osteen on the back of it, on the back of the license plate. And they made the block about 5 or 6 times. Now, it wasn't Joe, it wasn't his wife, but it had Osteen, biggest day, on the license plate. So it had to be somebody that was kin to them, or one of the brothers, or somebody. But it was Osteen, because it had Osteen on the license. And they wanted to deal with me, but they didn't. But I was out anyway. But they kept making a block. So when nobody else out, I guess after I left, somebody probably came up and sold them something, because it was a hot corner. Whoever that was supplying the drugs right there must have left to go re-up, or they wasn't there for a little period of time. And that Osteen BMW kept circling. I said, Osteen? Goddamn. Yeah. So if you see this cast and you know who I am, you know who I'm talking about, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm going to tell it. And I hope he look at it. I'm going to tell it, because that's what happened. And he know whoever in their family got that $100,000, damn near $150,000 BMW, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, don't be crazy, motherfuckers. I told you I get around. All I can say about that organization is a lot of people have been watching them real closely and paying attention to what they do. And they, to each his own who go there or whatever, because you can't sway people's mind when they, semi-brainwashed or whatever you want to call it. But they ain't one of my popular churches that I would attend, because I see different. I see through that. Like I said, his daddy was a more preacher type person to me than he is. And that's all I got to say about that. But what I do want to touch on is the Uber. Another thing in the news, these Uber and Lyft drivers sexual assaulting these women. They always look one way when something happens. So I think some of the women played a big part because today, the way women dress, and they don't give you the right to mess with nobody, but when you enticing the motherfucker, you get in a cab, you got on a short miniskirt, and you ain't got on no underwear, and you're sitting there with your legs halfway cracked open, and he looking through the rear view mirror, you're going to turn the motherfucker on. Some women, and then when something happens to their ass, they want to holler, but some women do shit to make a motherfucker think that they want to, and then some women are overly friendly, and they think just because they're overly friendly and a guy talking to them, they think that's something. But you got to be aware. You got to be aware these days. They doing organ harvesting and kidnapping motherfuckers for sexual shit. So you can't be no friendly bitch out there. You know, you can be a assertive motherfucker, but you can't be just friendly and talking to motherfucker just because you think he look good or you think he might be something you might want to go to bed with or something. Cause your ass might be in for a rude awakening. I'm talking about old and young women. You know, they always try to holler about, oh, especially the Christian women. Oh, I'm with the Lord. I ain't gonna mess up my husband. Shit. Let me tell you something, man. I've been living a long time. And I've had dealings with a lot of women. And it always equal up to one thing. You know, some guys think they're proudness because they can do it to a woman all night long, or one motherfucker bigger than the other one, and all that old bullshit that they characterize make a motherfucker go crazy. Let me tell you something, man. And it ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. If you not there, that's just like military marriages. That's why so many military marriages don't make it. Because a woman is sensitive. You got to be there. You got to jump through the hoop. You got to say all this shit that they want to hear. And that's about the only way you keep from messing up. But if you neglect her and act crazy with her, first motherfucker she think that's going to treat her nicer than you, she going to part the Red Sea. And you know what I mean by parting the Red Sea. She going to let a motherfucker get it. And you won't know nothing about it. You won't know a goddamn thing. You be sitting alone. Oh, I got the perfect relationship. Shit. And don't be sick. And don't get ready to die. But motherfucker, they get paid. They can get paid and give some pussy away too. So, brothers, take it easy, man, when you're dealing with these females, man. Quit leaving yourself open. These guys now, this generation now, they leave themselves open and then when something go on, they want to go kill a motherfucker. Fuck that. I'm from the old school. Like my granddaddy used to always say, keep your spare goddamn tire. Always keep your spare tire. Shit. Because you don't know what this motherfucker gonna do. I don't care if y'all been married 40, 50 years. Motherfucker will turn the trap on your ass. If the money ain't coming right, it's something that she got to be fulfilled with. And if it ain't coming right, it ain't gonna work. Okay? So, therefore, you know, I just wanted to put that little message out there and let the people know, let people know what's going on, you know, and stop doing all this crazy shit. Anyway, I'm going to come back with some more updates, and y'all have a nice day. Bye.